Is Josh Donaldson wrong for calling Tim Anderson Jackie in today's Yankee game?
What's going on, Pinstripestrong Army? It's your boy JoezMcfly. The New York Yankees are rolling. That's that bullshit. That's that bullshit, my man. What you doing? Oh, we playing? Let's go! Let's go! Oh, shit!
Estamos activos, el equipo está encendido. Estamos ready
What's going on, y'all? It is your boy JoezMcfly here, your resident Yankee fan, and things got a little hot in Yankee Stadium today. The Yankees and the White Sox facing each other, benches would clear, and in the moment you're thinking, oh, it's just benches clearing and just mano y mano kind of thing, and it is what it is. So there's a couple of questions that I want to be able to ask and maybe try to answer in this video. Is Josh Donaldson wrong for calling him Jackie? Was Tim Anderson overreacting? Was the comment racist? What my overall thoughts were and everything like that. We'll go ahead and we'll talk about that. Now let's talk about this for a second, right? The situation with Josh Donaldson and Tim Anderson has been kind of like boiling a little bit ever since that last series in Chicago where Donaldson kind of slid into second and kind of just like baby tapped Tim Anderson didn't really like it and whatnot, and they just been jawing at each other. They've been jawing at each other, talking at the whole time, bro. It's just, to me, it was just like, all right, cool. They obviously don't like each other because every opportunity it felt like they were looking to say something to each other. So in today's game, Donaldson gets the second. I guess, something was to happen, and the White Sox did a great job of actually kind of like going back and looking at it in between innings when Josh Donaldson was kind of just waiting, coming off of the field, and Tim Anderson was coming off from defense. So it looked like they were kind of talking to each other. But if you look at Tim Anderson, his energy is all like he didn't like it, right? He didn't like whatever happened there. That whole interaction, he didn't like it. Josh Donaldson was kind of talking. He went back. I guess he was trying to like re-talk about it, or I don't know, maybe in that moment he's trying to apologize with what we know now. So in the top of the fifth inning, when Donaldson comes up to bat, before he even gets up to the plate, Grandal's in his face, pointing at Tim Anderson, and he's talking to him, he's sticking up with his teammate and whatnot. In that moment, I'm a big-time Yankee fan, I'm a big-time diehard Yankee fan, I'm just thinking like, F that guy, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like, let's go Yankees, don't mess with that guy, Josh Donaldson, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. You know how I am, I'm like super passionate. Now the bench is cleared. It looked like Tim Anderson was actually the most animated there. They had to restrain him, put him into the dugout, all of this stuff. And I'm thinking, all right, man, whatever. I put out a tweet where I said, yo, the White Sox are just trying to make a rivalry out of nothing here, bro. Like, yeah, your socks are not red. Basically is what I said. At the time, the Yankees were winning in that game 6-3, I believe, 6-3. And, they were doing well. DJ hit a grand slam off of Keuchel early in the game as well. Short porched them. So I'm thinking, they're just frustrated because they're not realizing the potential. So after the game, obviously, reporters are going to ask what the hell happened there, what's going on and whatnot. Let's just find out the juicy details. Is this something that might carry over to the next day, whatever it is? Now, when they go to Tim Anderson and they talk to him, it kind of surprised me because it was something that I did not anticipate. And this is actually what he talked about.
Yeah, he just made a, disrespectful comment. Basically was, trying to call me Jackie Robinson. Was like, what's up, Jackie? I don't play like that. And I don't really play at all. I wasn't really, bothering nobody today, but, he made a comment and, it was disrespectful. And I don't think it was called for. It was unnecessary.
That was when you guys crossed past the shortstop there at the end of the third?
Yeah, but that happened in the first time he got on, and I spared him that time. And then it happened again. It was just, just uncalled for. It's not, I got time to, be playing like that.
How do you manage to contain yourself based on that kind of comment?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know, to be honest. It was very disrespectful, You don't want to play like that.
You call it disrespectful. Tony just said it was racist. Is that accurate?
Yeah, same along that same line, yeah.
Can you say what he said?
You said what?
Can you say what he said?
I just said it. I just said it.
Tim Anderson felt the way about what he said. In that moment, that's when I said, you know what, I'm gonna sit back real quick. Let me look at everything, because maybe I'm missing something, right? Like, I wanna make sure that I look at everything so that I could properly think, you know, whether or not something's this or whatnot, or is this person justified in feeling this way, or whatever it is. I'm just gonna take a wait and see approach in that moment. You know, and that's why it took me a little long to make this video, because I was kind of looking around. I was looking at stuff. I was looking at video. I was reading the article from Tim Anderson that he said, and, you know, back in 2019, which I'll talk about that in a second. And I was looking at La Russa's comments and what he said. And I was also looking at their history, and I was looking at just everything a little bit. Just to kind of put everything into overall context, how one party might feel, another party might feel, because everybody's automatically gonna jump on the, oh, this is racist bandwagon, or, yo, this guy meant it like this, or he's wrong for feeling this way. And that's not the right way to do it either. This is actually what Tony La Russa said in his interview.
What's your take on the beef between Donaldson and Anderson there?
You got any other questions?
Nothing to say about that, Tony.
Well, who are you with?
New York Star Ledger?
Yeah, well, I mean, I talked to the Chicago press because I don't. He made a racist comment, Donaldson, and that's all I'm going to say.
It's pretty strong.
That's as strong as it gets.
Oh.
Is that in the third inning? The first inning?
Did you hear me say that's all I'm going to say? You know what that means? That's all I'm going to say.
All right, so he said that. So then I wanted to hear what Josh Donaldson had to say.
From Anderson there.
All right, so first inning I called him Jackie. So let me give you a little context of that. 2019, he came out with an interview, he said that he was the new Jackie Robinson of baseball. He's going to bring back fun for the game, right? And 2019, when I played for Atlanta, we actually joked about that on the game. I don't know what's changed from, and I've said it to him in years past, not in any manner that just joking around, but the fact that he called himself Jackie Robinson, you know. So, you know, if something has changed from that, like, my meaning of that is not any term trying to be racist by any fact of the matter. It was just off of an interview that what he called himself. And we said that before, we joked about it, he laughed, whatever. As you could tell in our series that we played, there's been multiple times where I've tried to diffuse the situation. Like, I took responsibility for the tag, wasn't trying to do anything there. Like, today, just trying to diffuse it, like, hey, like, make light, like, hey, we're not trying to start any brawls or anything like that. Obviously, he deemed that it was disrespectful, and look, if he did, I apologize. Like, that's not what I was trying to do by any manner. And, you know, that's what happened.
So when you watch that interview from Josh Donaldson, like, he comes across as very, like, sincere, right? So, and maybe, I don't know, maybe Tim Anderson feels a different way after he sees that. I mean, Donaldson did say he's willing to talk to him or have a, you know, sit-down conversation with him and whatnot, just to kind of talk about it. And he did mention there that he's been willing to kind of, like, de-escalate the situation since back in Chicago. Like, he's not trying to do that. Now, I don't think Donaldson's a guy that's willing to that's trying to run from anything, or I feel like he kind of stands up for what he says, and whenever he says it, he doesn't really have a hair on his tongue. For me personally, I don't think that it was racially charged, right? I don't think that he was racist about it, like, meant anything on that side by calling him Jackie. I think that he truly felt that he thought, hey, you know, we talked about this back in 2019, whatever it is, and I'm just going ahead and talking about that again, and, you know, it's just like a joke or whatever. I'm trying to, like, de-escalate the situation. Listen, nobody is in any position to tell anybody else how they should feel about something else that's said to them, right? That's number one. I started doing more research, right? Because I'm like, I need to see what he meant by this Jackie Robinson thing. I understand why there would be a joke behind it, because it's like, oh, bro, you're calling yourself Jackie Robinson, bro, because you just want to have fun playing baseball, where Jackie Robinson was doing it and he was literally breaking the color barrier. And I think that Tim Anderson knows that, right? But he was kind of doing that because there's like a lot of barriers to even having fun in the game. And that's what I got from like the article that I read, and I'm gonna link that in the description so you guys can take a look at it. I also wanna link this ESPN video that Tim Anderson did about what number 42 means, what Jackie Robinson means, and it kind of left the impact with me with Tim Anderson about, you know, what he feels and how important it is to have fun in this game, and what he feels it's, you know, how it's already feels like it's uncomfortable playing in his own skin in the sport, because there's not that many people that play baseball that are, you know, people of color. And I agree with him. It's obvious to me just looking at stuff from before, seeing what Donaldson said about Giolito in the past, seeing, you know, when he was on the Twins, that maybe these two don't like each other. Or maybe Tim Anderson doesn't like him, and maybe Josh Donaldson doesn't realize it. When you beefing with a person, bro, I'm telling you right now, I grew up in the Bronx, I grew up in the hood, I grew up, you know, just around people all the time. When you don't like somebody and they say something out their mouth to you, it feels like they're like, why are you talking at me sideways? Like, I'm gonna take that as disrespect because I don't have that relationship with you. Let's just say Grandal in the clubhouse, they call him Jackie all the time. I'm just giving you an example. He's not taking it the same way because they have that relationship and they're cool, right? There's no double meaning to the word being said, or there's nothing for me to even think about because we're already friends and we established that relationship. Josh Donaldson, a dude that you probably not cool with or you have beef with in the past or whatever it is, or even recently, like I don't want to hear from you, bro. Like, I don't want to hear jokes from you. Not only that, like, don't talk to me, bro. Don't joke with me. Don't do none of that stuff if we're not cool. If you joke with me and we don't like each other, you are now inviting me to think that you're not just meaning this in a joking manner. There's like a sneak diss in there. Like, hey, what up, Jackie? Yo, what you mean by that? And then you gotta explain yourself after that. If you have to explain yourself, then you already don't have that relationship with that person. I'm just being real. I'm a big time Yankee fan. I'm always gonna love my team and all of that stuff, but I'm just talking about, like, bro, that's like street smarts 101. You guys ain't cool, like, don't get familiar. And it just felt like maybe Tim Anderson felt Josh Donaldson was a little familiar in that situation. Maybe he took it as racist. And maybe, you know, tempers flare down and maybe they'll talk about it and they'll squash it and he'll be like, yeah, you know, maybe I overreacted on it, or maybe I shouldn't, you know, I don't think he is this, or maybe he just might go the other way. I don't know. Donaldson's side, it seemed like he's trying to like mend that bridge, but maybe calling him that in that sense, you know, there, you know, maybe find another joke. I don't know. Of course, people will say, here we go, man. Everybody's getting offended and political and woke culture and all. I'm just being real. I'm just giving you this just kind of been like code in the streets forever. If we've been beefing, don't joke with me, bro. I'm not gonna keep belaboring that same point and whatnot, but I don't know how to get it across to people that maybe have not been, you know, from that place. So, I mean, that's what I feel about that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Did you guys think that he was overreacting or not? Do you think that Josh Donaldson's racist? I don't, you know, hopefully I help answer that kind of like in this. I didn't think that he meant that. I thought he was very sincere in his stuff, and he did apologize publicly, and he'll probably do so privately, because I'm sure that that's not a place that he wants to play around in. Do I think that this will carry over? I want to say no, but I don't know, because, you know, pitchers may feel like, hey, you know what? I want to feel like I protected my guy too. I don't think it should. I think that they should probably talk it out as men somewhere. Man-to-man talk, bro. Just talk it out. Just be like, yo, I ain't mean nothing by that, bro. It's just, you know, explain your situation and just be like, yo, I won't joke like that again. Simple as that. That is what it is. And that's what I thought. That's basically what happened today in the Yankee game against the White Sox. But these guys are kind of brewing. They still got 2 games left. They got a doubleheader tomorrow. So they're going to see a lot of each other within the next 24 hours and whatnot. So let's see what's up with that. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Comment. Let me know what you guys think and feel. Put that down there. Don't be afraid. All opinions are welcome. Just make sure you're not don't be like racist. It's just funny in these times. I sit back and I just watch social media, and I'll just watch people's responses to stuff. How there's people calling me, oh, you're defending a racist. And it's like, yo, bro, look at my skin. Like, you don't know do you know what I've been through in I've seen racism. I've had racism against me. Just remember, what you mean by that? What's that supposed to mean? If you have to ask that question, then maybe, you don't got that kind of relationship with that person. But guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys for coming through. I'm gonna be doing more videos like this, stuff about the Yankees and just maybe even all around baseball. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. But like I always say, make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on and stay pinstripe strong. Let's go Yankees. Let's go baseball. Stop the hate, baby. Peace.